Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I'm Steve Shaw, Editorial Director at TigerFitness.com and Muscle and Brawn Nutrition CEO. So today, I posted a video on Instagram of me deadlifting. I was deadlifting from 3-inch blocks, and I had someone ask me, why do you do that? Isn't that better to pull full range of motion? Why do you pull so heavy from 3 inches? And I'd like to address this question because it's one I get frequently. And if any of you follow me on Instagram or watch my videos closely here on YouTube, you'll notice that I rarely, if ever, pull from the floor. This kind of goes against the grain. A lot of guys are really into deficit deadlifts and all that kind of good stuff. And I'm not here to tell you that is bad. I'm here to give you another way of training, something else to try to see if it works for you. Now, I have found over the years that training above 90% from the floor is counterproductive. It tends to fatigue my lats, and my deadlifts can be very hit or miss. Sometimes they're a lot weaker than they normally would be. So I have found, I did an experiment several years ago where I just started alternating 3, 5, and 7-inch rack pulls or block pulls. And it doesn't really matter if you do 3 and 5 or 5 and 7 or 3, 5 or 7 or whatever the combination is. The point here is that in doing this for an extended period of time, I found out several interesting things. Number one, I was able to pull heavier more frequently, meaning with very heavy weights in the 85 to maybe 92.5% of my 1 rep max without as much back fatigue. The slight improvement in leverages allowed me to pull heavier, and this in turn allowed me to build a better deadlift. Now this, I want to stress, this worked for me and it might not work for you, but it's something you might try. I don't recommend training anything lower than triples on this. I don't recommend training anything lower than triples. But if you want to do a double or a heavy single, that would be okay from 5 inches to 7 inches. Don't do it from 3 inches. If you want to go lower than a triple, heavier than a triple, do it from 5 to 7 inches. A 5-inch block pull, 7-inch block pull, 5-inch rack pull, 7-inch rack pull. Now, the question I get a lot is, doesn't this hinder your ability to pull from the floor? Well, what I have found and what I have seen is that when guys miss on the deadlift, they usually miss below the knees. A good portion of guys miss below the knees. Obviously, there are some guys that miss at lockout or miss above the knee, but a good portion of pullers are able to get the bar off the ground and then they stall. The point in which you stall on the deadlift isn't your sticking point. Usually that's the final point of your deceleration. So you might get it 3 inches off the bar with speed and then you start to decelerate. So I have found a lot of guys are strong off the floor naturally, and they start to decelerate about 2 to 3 inches off the ground. Therefore, when I notice this, I start to implement 3 to 5 inch rack pulls, and again, I found it's better on my back. So if you have been someone trapped in the deficit deadlift world, I recommend spending maybe 4 to 6 months just pulling from 3, 5, or maybe 7 inches, alternate, rotate, do whatever, and pull triples from about 3 inches. When you get to 5 to 7 inches, it's okay to do triples, doubles, singles, or even 5-rep sets, whatever you prefer. Spend some time doing this. Also, spend some quality time building up your quad strength. A lot of guys will ask me why I am such a strong, natural, conventional deadlifter. And one of the keys is quad strength. I believe you can never have enough quad strength and you can never have enough back strength. So along with this type of program, get your quads as strong as humanly possible. Get your back as strong as humanly possible. See what happens and let me know how this type of programming worked for you. So guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions or comments, drop them below. The best questions I turn into videos just like this. If you made this far in this video and have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. I would appreciate the support. So guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.